Now, I brought these 4 cards along because they're all misprinted in exactly the same way. You see, they all have backs on this side over here, but they also have backs on this side over here. Now, although they don't have any faces, fortunately, they are marked on the back, so you can still tell them apart by reading the marks. But they're only marked on one side. See, for example, this one's marked on this side, but it's not marked on this side. This one's marked on this side, not on this side, just on this side over here. Each card is marked on one side only. Now, you may not be able to see the marks because they are very tiny. It takes trained eyes. I can make it a little easier for you by enlarging the marks. For example, this one is the 5 of clubs. Yes, the 5 of clubs. I can see it because it's not marked on this side. It's just marked on this side. If I enlarge it, you can see it a little bit more easily. Would you hold out your hand for me? That's great. I'm going to ask you to hold on to the transformed ones for me, okay? And Corinne, would you feel that card? Tell me, does that feel like an ordinary card?
Feels like an ordinary card.
And it is, except that it's marked on one side. It's the, oh, here it is. It's the 5 of hearts. See, it's not marked on this side. It's just marked on this side. If I enlarge, it becomes a little easier to see. So that leaves us with 2 to go. Why don't you feel this one and tell me if that feels like an ordinary card? And it does, because it is, except that it's marked on one side. It's the 5 of spades. Not marked on this side. It's marked on this side. Becomes a little easier to see when you enlarge it. You can relax your hand for a moment now. We only have 1 more to go, keep in mind. I'm going to ask you, I'll ask Leanne to feel this one and tell me if that feels like an ordinary card. And it is, except that it's marked on one side. That's why if I tap like this, I'm sorry, it's on the other side. It's the 5 of diamonds. If I tap right here, it will, I think we're going to have to try something a little bit different. Can I ask you to hold out your hand one last time? And remember that we have only one last one to go. I'm going to ask you to hold on to that 5 of diamonds. Put your hand on top of it also, like trap it completely between your hands. That's it. That's perfect. Usually, if I tap like that, I don't know, take a look at the card. Show it to everyone.
Oh, my